My mom was a she was an unbelievable cook. She was unbelievable. And she came in and taught these kids. She unfortunately had a brain aneurysm, or she had a stroke, and she just died on us in February of this year. But before that, she came into the kitchen and taught these kids how to make gnocchi and tomato sauce, and unbelievable. So I've always been around food with her mother and my mother, and I like to think of it as a vocation. You're called to it if you really love it, or else why would you be here?
We segued to sole proprietorship, of which I've almost always been a sole proprietor. And my experience of partnership was disastrous, but only in a business sense, not the human sense.
Stop it there for a second. I've had partnership, but I've always paid the bill, so I'm a sole proprietor too. That's democracy.
We are the new priesthood. Who do people go to when they're feeling poorly? Who do people go to when they need cheering up? Who do people go to when they want to celebrate? Who do they go to when every other business is closed? Who's there on Sunday? Who's there late at night? We are. Who sacrifices his or her personal life to make other people comfortable? We do. On the other hand, if you think you matter, just go and apply for a bank loan and tell them that you're in the restaurant business. You don't matter at all.
Who cares if the bread is made? It has to be perfect. But I don't care how good it is if it never gets there.
How's about those salads for Michael? Huh? Spencer!
Well, I control, certain things. I do all the ordering. I guess there's a certain amount of control there, but it's just, work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, if things are out of stock, then I look bad. I mean, it's just a matter of inventory and reordering on that side of things. That's not where, my power, whatever you want to call it, lies. I mean, that's good. That makes me useful. That makes me a more important, employee than most others.
Yeah.
But I think it's more the time I've been here, really, that really places me in a position of authority, I guess.
But they never order the food here. They have 10 drinks and then they don't order.
Beaten up.
You feel beaten up? Why? What'd you do last night?
No, I'm all right. I didn't do anything last night. I just stayed up late.
I don't know how you scheduled your bar for the film festival.
Yeah, I have no one to schedule.
This is going to be a mess. Does that open up for them to go in and out of? So we do the collard greens, Michael, with sugar.
Is this for the church? Oh, this is to Northern Properties, and this is for the church. So I'll bring this over to the church.
Okay.
It's too late. And this is. Did anyone send this down? Could you read that, and I'll go over to the church.
So Yorkville is an interesting neighborhood, but this is the hotspot for the film festival. And Prego is playing host to a lot of film festival parties this year. And it's from those parties that they'll get tremendous revenue. But the impression that we've been getting is that it taxes the bar staff, the waiters and waitresses, the kitchen staff tremendously. It's just nonstop.
Yeah, Michael, this is perfect.
These lonely days filled with struggling ways held. I got to figure out what I'm doing, living out a suitcase brewing no string.
Do you know who it goes to? I don't know who. Do you?
Volcano.
Yeah. So if you're done with those, I will buy them off you. 30 each? Okay. Okay, so how many did you buy? The church is unbelievable.
But you just think that they'd be around, you know? Little
Did you go into the church? Holy Jesus.
I know, I want to make sure I want to...
I'll tell you something, no Roman Catholic church would let that happen.
Psychotic tendencies, this overanalyzing. I'm not the only one, sometimes lonely, lost, broken, no more glory, sleep now.
We got to see if that bed is fully functional. Any volunteers? They beat you to it. And that's your church.
As a cook and a waiter, you reach the end of the amount of satisfaction you can absorb. You know, Massimo's a chef. Well, you know, you can only stand on your feet at the stove so long, and you get tired. You know, you get tired.
Everybody.
You get tired. And from a prime mover point of view, you know, you can only write a nice menu and make a nice meal and make the wines work and, you know, so much. And then there's an emptiness. You say, gee, is that all I am?
We have 350 employees, and we serve 12,000 guests a week. So all of a sudden, it becomes a different challenge. And if I ever feel down, which luckily I don't feel that often, but if I do, I go and I watch the young chefs at either Jump or Canoe or any of the restaurants, and I watch their sense of purpose and their sense of engagement and their mental energy. And it really motivates me. You know, these are young bodies, they're eager, they have a passion for the quality. And then it makes me think, geez, you know, I have a real responsibility to create an environment where these people can shine and be the best that they can be.
You know, this is not a political system. This is a cultural enterprise. It's about eating, drinking, style, relaxation. There are many elements to it, but it's certainly not a political organization.
But in the kitchen, it's always my decision, it's my problem.
But because the guest has the power.
The guest has the power, yes.
And your partner in the front serves the guest.
That's right.
And you serve your partner.
That's right.
Who serves the guest.
That's right.
But he would never pointlessly frustrate, even though you have the power.
Yeah.
That power isn't to frustrate. The power is to serve.
Yeah, exactly.
But you cannot charge them too much, you cannot scream at them, you cannot say anything, even if it's dead wrong. You do that in any other profession, and you are out on your ass. A lawyer charges you $300 an hour just to look at you.
The streets are littered with the corpses of very, very talented chefs whose restaurants have failed because they have no idea how to manage people.
Well,
because there's a positive side, which is
to the democratic aspect of
to the fact that individuals, in small ways, can make it better than it is.
Yes, but just as every single one of them is capable of destroying it, so every single one of them is capable of giving that little bit extra and making it into something more than even you had envisaged. Now, this is in the best of worlds. You choose the right people, and the right people is more a question of how they are, how they feel as human beings, not how competent they are at putting a plate on your table. If they're the right person, if they have the right psyche, if they are people, how do they say my Jewish friends, or say if they're a mensch or if they're human, they can add to what you've done. Absolutely, I mean, Michael's right there. I can't disagree with it.
That's the other side.
The flip side of it is that even that dishwasher can do that little bit extra, so that what you have is way beyond even your expectations.
When people that I know come in, that's really where I love the job. in those moments where they're taken care of perfectly and the service is perfect, and they leave here going, you know, wow, that was such an amazing time.
Me bringing